What's going on, Bills fans? This is Bills Latest, and we are brought to you by FanArc. And what in the world are we doing? What in the world are we doing? How, failing up is the new thing, huh? How does he have a job? Who has he brought in that you go, wow? It is being severely underestimated how much water Josh Allen carries for this team. It is being so miscalculated that I now know in my heart of heart, this team will never win a Super Bowl. I am sorry, Buffalo fans. Your front office is a joke. It's a laughing stock. Always has been. Nothing has changed. The only thing that has changed is you got a generational quarterback in Josh Allen. That is it. A lot of people understand fire McDermott, get him out, but it should have been Bean too. That guy would get killed in a regular fantasy football draft. And I'm sick and tired. I feel bad for these two guys that did an interview when he phoned in with them. And he says, well, everybody thinks this is a fantasy league. This is Madden. I wonder if he's played fantasy leagues lately, like some of the intense ones. Because I bet you that there are, like in those high-end leagues, I bet you there's guys that would do a better job drafting and trading than Brandon Bean, that do it for fun and gamble with their friends. A budget's a budget. The ability to scout talent is the ability to scout talent. And that doesn't even mean you directly, Brandon Bean, have to find the talent, but you need to be able to find the guy that finds the talent, and you can't do that. This guy is your basic corporate America CEO, just nice to your face and probably talking so much shit behind everybody's back. Just sitting up there with Pagula throwing people under the bus while telling you got job safety. Get out of here. Get that fake bullshit out of here. And if people can't see through that, then you're naive. You are naive. Because this guy, I don't care what people say, has done nothing. You hit blackjack once at the table by getting Allen. That is it. That is it. And I was giving you a Cook. I'm not even going to give you a Cook anymore. We see how easy it is to draft running backs. We see how good our backup running backs look when Cook's out. I wonder why that is. Oh, Josh Allen. They are going to mess this up, this front office with Josh Allen. It is clear as written on the wall. And I feel so bad for Buffalo fans that this is how it's going to go down. You're going to get a new stadium, but you're going to lose Josh Allen. Have fun. I'm sure Brandon Bean will draft another Josh Allen, right? Because that's easy to do. Because there's one of those every draft. Just absolutely ridiculous. And then we're going to rinse repeat with another failed up. Brian Dable. And I see Bills fans saying, oh, yeah, we love him. We love him. This is where I don't think Bills fans watch outside of Buffalo Bills football. He tried to kill Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart was in the medical tent with a concussion, and Brian Daboll went into said tent, which you're not allowed to do, and told him to get back out there. Stupid. Rinse and repeat this team. And you're going to say, oh, he's Monday morning quarterbacking, saying you could have went out and done the hiring last year. You could have. Real Bills fans know McDermott was never going to get you over the top. New Bean was a joke. Can't catch a draft wind. You could have had so many better opportunities last year. And now you're stuck with shit. It is insane to see how late and sloppy this has been. Not to mention when they put out the press release the first time, within the first 5 words that they had a misspelled word. They put admiral instead of admirable. Just shows you this whole process is rushed, dog shit, and not thought through. It's a knee-jerk reaction. An absolute knee-jerk reaction. And a third guy that has the potential to foul up, Joe Brady. This is the guy you want to be your next head coach? The guy who, at the end of half, decided to call a play where Josh Allen tries to run it 75 yards and score? Desperate. Reeks of desperation. This guy wasn't going to get a head coaching job anywhere in the NFL. He was talked about for college football. And a lot of that wind blew over. And now he's going to be the head coach of the best quarterback in the league. Get out of here. What has he done to prove that? I don't get that. The only reason he looks good as an OC is because Josh Allen outside of the pocket. That's it. That's it. And Josh, if I'm him, I am worried because I can see all the dysfunction, how unorganized everything seems to be at this moment. And I'm just thinking to myself, am I ever going to win one here? Or is it time for me to start looking elsewhere? And start thinking about how do I exit? Because if it's true what he says and he wants a Super Bowl more than anything, what makes you think he won't leave to go get one? Especially if you cannot surround him with talent. I just don't see how it is not in his head. I know it would be in mine. I think a lot of people just don't want to say it out loud. They don't want to say it out loud. And what I was saying all year, you take Josh Allen away from this team would have been the New York Jets. The New York Jets have a great running back in Breece Hall. Doesn't matter if you don't have a quarterback. Just saying. This league, as much as people don't want to admit it, is quarterback driven. And with the way things are going, as far as players getting all of this power, it's hard not to see if Josh wants out, Josh will be out. But that's it for today's podcast, folks. We greatly appreciate you listening to Bill's Latest. Again, we are brought to you by FanArc. We hope you tune in for some more content tomorrow, folks. Thank you so much.